he made that throw, rolled it out to the right where he strung it out as far as he possibly could, and he fitted the ball in there to the receiver. He barely stayed in bounds. What up? It's your boy Tone, bro, from Go Talk Media, man. I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts on the Notre Dame game. I'm gonna get right into it. So the main thing that I took away that I was very excited to see was the improved defense. So first thing first, tip of the hat to Jim Knowles. He was a guy who was a defensive coordinator last year at Oklahoma State. They had a top five defense. Uh, Ohio State has some big time troubles with the Kerry Coombs. Even before Coombs, we didn't look like Ohio State on defense, especially at the linebacker position. So you go out and get Jim Knowles. The mindset B, this guy produced a top five defense with 3 and 4 star recruits. He come to a team like Ohio State with 5 star, 4 star recruits. Sky should be the limit, and it's looking like will be the limit. Um, Jim Knowles said something that was very interesting. He said he really didn't even reach into his bag like that. He said this was pretty much a basic defense. He didn't get exotic with the blitzes, exotic with the coverages. He didn't really reach deep down in that bag. So that's actually very exciting to see what this defense is going to grow into. And another things I know Buckeye Nation is happy to see. Um, Linebacker play, man. It's good to see our linebackers. Like, man, we come from we was spoiled by cats like Darren Lee, Raekwon McMillan, my boy Ryan Shazier. You know what I'm saying? Then we can have guys like Laurinaitis and AJ Hall, Bobby Carpenter. You want to take it back to Chris Philbin. Like, we always stay with some dog linebackers, and you know, it kind of was looking bad for the last couple of years, but Tommy Eichenberg, he showed something in that Rose Bowl last year. I think he set a record with like 15 tackles. A lot of tackles in that. That was good to see. Steel Chambers, tip of the cap to him. This guy changed positions. All he did was improve. Uh, it was very good to see good linebacker play again from Buckeye Nation. One thing I will say, Eichenberg had 9 total tackles, 2 sacks, 3 TFLs. Another standout for me was Mike Hall from the D tackle position. He had 4 tackles, a sack, 2 tackles for losses, and he had a very important hurry on the pass that was it was a pivotal incomplete pass, and it probably would have been completed if he didn't put pressure on the ball. So again, it was good to see our defense front seven. I would have liked to see some turnovers created, but beggars can't be choosers. We played a physically tough game against the opponent that I believe was pretty good. So tip of the cap to the defense. Moving along. CJ Stroud, man. CJ Stroud, this is a game. Everybody was projecting all these points, 40 plus points, 50 plus points, this. I'm gonna keep it down, man. I respected Notre Dame a lot more than a lot of other people. Like, I knew this was a top five team in the nation. I knew this was a junior and senior led team. I knew they was gonna be fired up. I kind of wasn't expecting it to be a walk in the park where it was gonna be this big spread that we covered. Like, I kind of expected a close game. So CJ Stroud, 22 of 34. I think he had 70% completion percentage, 223 yards, 2 touchdowns. It was just a grinded out game, man. It was a very tough game against a very tough opponent. Their secondary was flying around. They were making plays. Their D line was getting some push early on. So I'm not gonna crucify Stroud for this. But I will say, it was like that 5 minute mark in the third quarter where Stroud, he made that throw, rolled it out to the right where he strung it out as far as he possibly could, and he fitted the ball in there to the receiver. He barely stayed in bounds, and that from that play, it was like the rest of that drive, Maya Williams and Travion Henderson, the run game started flowing. And Stroud, he had another very accurate ball to Marvin Harrison Jr. that I really couldn't tell how he fit it in there. That he only Marvin Harrison Jr. could get to it. That I really didn't know how he even got that ball in there. So from that point on, and then he capped it off with the touchdown to what's Xavier Johnson at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter. And from that point on, like that when he made that throw, and he made another one in the fourth quarter, rolling out to the left sideline. I think it was Demaya Williams. He strung it out, and fitted it in there, and wow, it was very accurate. And like I said, they converted that drive, got a touchdown. So tip of that to CJ Stroud, you play a tough team, you play a tough opponent, you stay solid, and you saw it through. And another thing, I'm sure Buckeye Nation is happy about was that drive, man, where we imposed our will. We imposed our will physically. Mayan Williams, he did what I like to call plow. He just started plowing, and he was running through arm tackles, throwing guys to the ground, stiff arming guys, very physical running. That offensive line was getting physical, push off the ball. It was something that we haven't had. I would say we haven't seen in a couple of years, man. That was the word on us. We were finesse, and this is coming from an Ohio football team. Ohio, the birthplace of football. We are not shouldn't be called no finesse team. You know what I'm saying? Big Ten football is what, 3 yards cloud in the dust. So that's something we should always have in our bag. But it was being said, and again, we had to get back to that, man. That Mike Weber, J.K. Dobbins, Zeke Elliott. You know what I'm saying? What's my dog name? Carlos. Damn, I can't think of his name. Carlos, the boy that got drafted by the Browns. That was my dog too. I can't think of his name. That's crazy. But yeah, man, you know, we always keep Beanie Wells. We always keep a dog, physical running back, Maurice Clarett, man. We want to take it back to Eddie George, or the legend, the two-time Heisman winner himself, Archie Griffin. Point being, we always stayed with some dogs at running back. We always could get physical, get our hands dirty. It was great to see that we physically imposed our will that fourth quarter and closed that game out with a touchdown. Tip of the hat to Travion Henderson, Maya Williams, and the offensive line. Last thing I will leave y'all with is, you know, we had the injury at receiver, and a lot of people was throwing that around too, like, yo, you guys, the receivers injured. That's not really an excuse for me, man. We got all these receivers every year. We recruit five-star receivers per recruit class. That really shouldn't be a problem. But you know what I'm saying? We did have some injuries. Emeka Abuka stepped up, 9 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown. And I wanted to say, man, shout out to Xavier Johnson, bro. That was nice to see you come along with your journey to get that touchdown, get some time to shine, see your hard work pay off. I just thought it was kind of crazy, and the announcers was like, it seemed like they were clouding him instead of giving them credit to me. It was like, dude was like, if you would have told me back in the first half that some guy that bounced from campus to campus and was at Cincinnati, some low-life degenerate fifth-year senior would catch a touchdown to put Ohio State ahead, I would have told you Brittany Griner's coming home tomorrow. I was like, geez, can you give the kids some credit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't feel like that was necessary, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Xavier Johnson, man. He had believed himself in his abilities. His journey brought him to Ohio State, and he was a factor. Even after the touchdown, the next play, he was the gunner on the kickoff and made the tackle. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Xavier Johnson. And I want to close it with this. Shout out to Marcus Freeman, man. Marcus Freeman, you talked a lot of, I ain't even going to say you talked a lot of stuff. You were just very confident, and I see why you were confident. You got a good team. You seem like you're going to be a good coach. You got a good career ahead of you. Shout out to Marcus Freeman, coach of Notre Dame. We could possibly see our boy again in the playoffs, and y'all can win out. And look, if this was 2024, 2026, when they talk about expanding the playoffs, probably will see it again. But until then, maybe that's a little foreshadowing. Until then, you guys just continue to compete. You got a damn good game. They said you probably won't even lose until like December 10th. That could be the next time Notre Dame could possibly lose when they play Clemson. And cares about Clemson at this point. So, yeah, that's your boy Tom Bro from Go Talk Media. I wanted to get this video out a couple days ago, but my camera screwed me. I got a new camera. So, hey, we back. Go Talk Media, man. Comment, like, subscribe if you like the content. Check us out on Facebook. It's your boy Tom Bro. Peace out.